Goody, goody, everyone. This is Dayhawk, bringing to you episode 40 of Shaman King 2021. I almost said Kamen Rider. I came this close, but I caught myself. This is going to be a new format since I already assume you guys already seen the episode by now, so I don't need to go on full detail of what went down in this episode. So I'm just gonna give you the highlights of it all and my overall take on this episode. If you enjoy this format, I will do that for you guys. If you prefer a more detailed approach, like I do with the others, then I will do that. It's up to you guys. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, and since again you already seen it, so yeah. This episode was all about mainly Horo Horo and his origin story, but overall Team Ren getting the victory from Team Gandara. Team Ren Horo Horo gets a new ability called with the ice gauntlets, Ren with the Bushin U2, and Choco Love. I don't remember what his new oversoul was, but if I could remember, let me see. I don't think he has a new one. I could be wrong. But they gain new abilities, new oversoul, and Yo went off to train, believe it or not, because you know how Yo tends to avoid training, especially Anna's, but seeing Ren's match and his new oversoul, he knows that I think like they're in trouble unless they don't train. So Yo grabbed Faust and Ryu and like, we need to train, guys, let's go. But it pissed off Anna because Anna was like, so I had this new training from hell, and they just left, and she got pissed. I mean, Anna, you should be happy that Yo decides to go training on his own, but apparently not, because he beats you. He beats you. Beat you with the punch. Anyways, the highlights of it is like Horo Horo has a secret. He has a secret side to himself. He has his inner wolf. And apparently Obasan, which is Chocolove's teacher, noticed it. Koro especially noticed it. Hapacho noticed it, and now Hao noticed it, that apparently he has a wolf, or maybe he has some kind of like his soul is a wolf, or he has another spirit inside of him that is a wolf. I don't know exactly, but he has a wolf in it. And according to Hao, his ancestors came from the bond between the wolf and a goddess, and that's how they came to be. And I don't know if Horo tried to lock that side of him for some reason, or he didn't even know that he had something, but Obasan kind of like said that maybe you're holding back, and Hapacho sensed something about him, and the poor kid is so scared. And Hal was telling the story too, and he knows that he can be strong once he taps into that side of him, but he knows that he's gonna be trouble and not be controlled, but we'll see. What else? Ren defeats the first member of Team Gandara by discovering the secret of how to how the anti Furoku thing. And the thing is, after his win, Jackson came in and kind of did like a sneak attack from behind, and Chocolate went in assuming that Ren was killed again, but it wasn't the case. Pabu-san was like, no, he's not dead. But then he tries to attack Jackson, but then the third member came in and they both gang up on Chocolove, which he was defeated, which leads Horo Horo. And he was in shock, like he didn't know what to do. But then that shock caused him to unleash his inner wolf and have his new Furoku, which was the Ice Gauntlets, and he easily defeated those two rather quickly, believe it or not. And Team Ren wins. And Horo was like, did you guys lose on purpose? Just to make me unleash my inner power or whatever? And Ren was like, no. Choco was like, no, it wasn't the setup. And Rem just points out that you had like two masks. You made us believe that you're the weak one, but what you just done, like what you have proven, is that you have been like, there's something you haven't told us, man. And Hor was like, I will tell you someday. And Rem was like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested right now. Like, ugh, man. Typical Ren, right? Typical Ren. And his real name, if I could get it quickly enough, his real name is Yusui Horo Kenu. That's his true name. And now he has the ability to not only have ice powers, but also fire powers. Not necessarily he has fire powers, but he has a fiery side according to Hao and Apu-san and all that. So, that's cool. That's the side of Horo Horo I've never seen since the original, and even then it's like, I wish they added that in, but it didn't happen. During the match, the leader of Gandara ends up saying that I think I have found the 5 warriors. At least 3 of them. But I think she has her other 2 in. And she admits that I cannot build a new world because she knows that she's not going to beat Hao. But, the 5 warriors can. And with my help, they will. I think she knows something about the 5 elemental spirits, and it makes sense too. There are 5 elements, 5 warriors, and we all know who they are. It's Yo, Lyserg, Ren, Horo Horo, and Chocolove. So I'm guessing she will prepare them to fight Hao in that last battle. So we don't know how she's gonna help them, but I feel that there's a connection, and we have to wait and see. What else? Yo went off to train, but he also knows about Horo Horo, Like, he knows something is off about him since he never told his past to anybody, but he knows something is up. What else? What else? Ah, How knows about Horo Horo's origin story because he was telling uh how, not necessarily the creation maybe, but the story how his ancestors were made due by the union of a wolf and the goddess. And he knows that Horo Horo can be a powerful, but he can be trouble at the same time. He also mentions about the Star Festival. Is he celebrating his victory already? Like, what is the Star Festival? We don't know. We don't know. But what I do know is that after Team Ren's victory, already Team Flower is in the other match versus Team Princess. But we all know the winner of that round. So, I mean, we all know that. Anything else that I forget? I think I mentioned and Silva. He doesn't want to fight Silva, but he knows that he will do it in order to rid the world from Hao, and and hopefully help the Asakuras move on. I think that's it. I think those are the highlights that I can remember, unless I missed anything, because the only important things that I just said were the Horo Horo's true name and origin story, the new oversouls that Team Ren has, the leader Team Gandara has found her 5 warriors, and Anna's pissed. And Yo is starting to worry about Team Ren, so he went off to train. I think that's it, guys. Unless I missed anything. Did you like the story, this episode? Did you dislike it? Please leave a comment down below. Do you like this format? If you do, I will keep doing this format, so that way we don't go into full detail about what happened in an episode, and I'm try to keep it short and sweet for you guys, not make it as long as 25. I'm trying to make it less than 25, so I'm doing my best on that. Did you like? Give a like if you like it. Give a dislike. I don't care. But more importantly than that, besides giving a like, is subscribe for more reviews. I will do a new video for the 01, so look out for that. And I will see you all on the other side of Oblivion. Johnny!